Hey everybody, welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Let's Play. In this part, we're finally gonna go and take on the first dungeon. Or in this version, or in this game's case, level 1. Anyway, so this dungeon is actually a solid dungeon in showing how things work. Good introduction. It does it not hard. No bullcrap, but yeah, you could easily, you don't need any of, for at least quest 1, you do not need to have the blue ring and the white sword before you come in here. And the first quest allows you to get 2 items in this dungeon, rather than 1 in quest 2. And yes, I do want the rupees. Because there's still more things to pick up there's still stuff to pick up in shops. That was clever past me. So we got the compass. All it does is, in this game, it just shows you where the boss is. Well, the boss of the dungeon. There are dungeons down the road where there's the boss, but then there's other bosses that you've faced before. For example, in Dungeon 2, we will fight Dodongo. But then he's like a mini boss in later dungeons. Yeah, screw that old man in particular. Also because their hints are very vague. And here we have some chocolate chips. Or they're actual. I believe those are just gels, and then their bigger equivalent is called a Zol. Zelda franchise has a big variety, has a decent variety of slime type enemies. These things are called Gorias, if I recall. They throw boomerangs, as you saw. Then there's their blue equivalent, so. Hey, for our first weapon! The bow! See, originally I did want to buy the arrow before I came here, but part 1 was becoming long enough as it was, and I wanted to get to Dungeon 1 so that way all of you that are watching this can hopefully enjoy, rather than just watching me run around. That's just me just checking the map. You're gonna go down one more past me and then go right. Now, one nice thing about this game is it's the only Zelda game where you will only have... Well, wait, I'm wording that wrong. It's the only Zelda game where keys carry over. Which is why in some shops you can actually... they're selling keys. Oh no, Wall Masters! Oh well, whatever. Here's our first boss. Say hello to Aqua Mentis. Say goodbye to Aqua Mentis. It's just a dragon that shoots 3 projectiles at you at once. If you don't want to keep it safe, you can go and stand to the far left, and as long as you're full health, you could shoot your sword beams. I think he might be able to be affected by arrows. Ow. That Aqua was a jerk. I was just standing there. Okay, that's Zora. That he just kind of had popped up when I had come into that previous screen there, and then he just kind of looked at me and then just went back underwater. He didn't even try to attack me at all. It's like he was kind of like, oh, okay. And then when he came back again, wait a minute. You see, yeah, here. Blue levers don't seemingly don't drop stuff. Sure, I'll take all that stuff. By the way, that's a shop right there. What am I doing? I think the boomerang has the same speed as Link's walking speed in this game. So, like in Link to the Past, the boomerang's function, it can grab items, it can stun enemies, it can destroy, it can take out smaller enemies like Keese. However, in this game, it has a set trail. It doesn't really stop until it's completes that trail, and then it comes back. Unlike in Link to the Past, where once it hits an item, then it starts to come back. Also, I discovered in this Let's Play that you can throw the boomerang diagonally. Which I was like, wait a minute. And yet we can't have Link walk diagonally in this game. Pass me, what are you doing? Oh wait, no, I know what I'm doing. Yeah. Never mind, yeah, I'm collecting rupees. Sweet. Hey, so do you think, in these caves where you get free rupees from NPCs, or you get a heart container from them, then you think, because they disappear when you get the item, do you think, they all head up north? Because, if you go by this version of Hyrule's map, so you gotta include Zelda 2 in that, you think they'll just went back up north where civilization actually seemingly is? Yeah, I wonder what happened with the downfall timeline to make everyone move north of Death Mountain. There we go. So now we have our arrow. Now the arrows I may have mentioned this in the previous part. We effectively, as long as we have rupees, we have arrows. So on one hand, our arrows are limited, but on the other hand, we have kind of unlimited. Because depending on how you go about your rupee use, you will, yeah, you'll always have them. You'll always have arrows to use. And yes, when you get a clock in this game, when you get a stopwatch, and Zoras are around, they'll just go back on, like, they just go back under water. It's like the stopwatch. It's like the stopwatch is their kryptonite or something. Like, oh, no, past me. Go back down. What are you doing, me? Thank God for that shield. Screw it. Tank the hits. Ah, well, we got our heart back. Okay. So, yeah, here we are with Dungeon 2, and now we're introduced to ropes. They just slither around. Once they see you, they just come charging in at you. Ow. Ow. More ropes. I don't think we have to take these guys out. You can just walk in, grab the key, and leave. Ow. Oh, sure. And of course, it's always the last one that wants to give you the stopwatch. I've been betrayed again. I'm kidding. Anyway, right now I'm looking for the item. Yes, there are some cases where there's an enemy that's the head enemy, and if you take him out, all the others will just die. Those so far in recording that's the only time I've seen it so far. Ah, yeah, these guys. See the Gorias again. And already we have the magical boomerang, the replacement boomerang. Say hello to Moldorm in his 8-bit form. He's just a couple of balls. Okay, the only items that cannot be picked up by the boomerang are those that are already on the floor when you walk into a room. Dough! Excellent. More chocolate chips. Ah, the dongos dislike smoke. Ah! I'll take this! Why is this boy Link such a dick? Is he really the hero of Hyrule? Every time he's seen one of us so far in a dungeon, he's attacked us. Ah! It's funny, because, yeah, this is the only time in the franchise where there is a stopwatch. I guess it checks out. What kind of... How do we have stopwatches like that in medieval times? Well, again, this is a magical world where, even 10,000 years later, they still live in medieval societies. So that was Dodongo. 2 bombs in his throat, he will be ended. There is another way to take him out, but it's all about timing. And that was level 2. And we left level 2 with 3 keys. And for whatever reason, most of the dungeons have, well, shall we say, a guard. So in level 1 we had a red Octorok. In level 2 there, as you just saw, we had a blue one. Silly moblins, throwing your spears everywhere like you own the place. Blue Tactites. That's funny, I think the only time the blue enemy is the least threatening in this game is the blue Tactites, but in this game both versions of the Tactite are harmless. They both go down in one hit. Sweet. Alright, see everyone, we have 75 rupees, which means 75 arrows. Unfortunately, the arrows are almost kind of a useless item in this game. Playing through this, I've only used it a couple of times. You need it for a boss, you need it for a type of enemy if you want to take out that enemy faster, which we'll touch upon when we get to them. And yeah, beyond that... Oh, and then you need their upgrade to take out Ganon. Perfect. Alright, let's talk about potions. Red potion... So the potion in this game... is the red potion. For those of you who know, it just typically will heal your full health, except in later games it only heals like 8 hearts. In this, it heals you to full health, and then it becomes a blue potion, which in this game it'll do the exact same thing, heal you to full health. Also, now Link's skin color is different in this specific dungeon. Anyway, oh look, Zols. Yeah, with Link, yeah, with the potion, obviously when they made this game they hadn't come up with that yet, and oh yeah, when you use the flames, when you use the candle on a Zol, then they'll become the gels, or the mini Zols, or whatever you want to call them. I wanted to show that off. So yeah, red potions are the best in this game. Oh god, Dark Nuts. You have to hit them in the side or in the back. Though that being said, a bomb works just as good, if you can set it up right. Fighting them is patience, especially in the later dungeons when you have to fight like 8 of them at once. They never really beeline for you in the traditional sense. If you're in their sights, they'll come for you, but beyond that, no, they won't bother. Oh, and don't be too alarmed if you're in that position. That if you can't get the item, it'll stay there until you can. Or though it might go away if the enemies respawn, and then it'll just pop up again. Yeah, what makes Dark Nuts annoying is their move patterns. We can just ignore them. Take a hit and walk away. Our next item, the raft. And now, if you don't mind Link, he's just gonna stick that into his pocket. Because again, this game was made before a time where they established that Link has pouches on his belt. In artwork for this game, you can see Link walking with all his stuff on his back. But it's funnier just to think he just stuffs it in his pocket. Ugh. Okay, bubbles suck. They can make you lose use of your sword for a few seconds. Though then there's also versions that can permanently remove it, and then you have to walk into a red one to undo the effect. two Zols with a spike trap. There we go. Did you get the sword from the old man on... Did you get the sword from the old man on top of the waterfall? Hey, don't you walk away from me. Oh, sweet, he left me alone. I heard what he did to my friends. And yes, I know we all sound the same. Alright, there's no point to go in there. Yeah, we don't care. You already said that, buddy. Yep, yeah, you can throw your boomerang at him, which then will make the flames retaliate also. And now that we have the map... Ow. Say hello to Manhandler. Just plant a bomb. There you go, done. Now, if the bomb explodes and you don't get all the pieces of Manhandler, it gradually gets faster every time you take out one of the heads, if you will. Fortunately, nothing will work except for the bombs, which is hilarious if you play Hyrule Warriors, because then you gotta use the boomerang to subdue it. And there we go. That's Dungeon 3. So the first few dungeons can be done really fast. Though if you know where everything is, they're all fairly fast in their own rights, but up to this Let's Play, I hadn't played Zelda 1 in a good while, so... Have I gone back to it numerous times throughout my life? Yes, I have, but it's just been a while, so... It's unfortunately not one of the Zelda games that I do remember off the back of my hand for most things. Alright. In 3 more hearts, we can get our next sword. Or our next and final sword. Also, in the overworld, there's only really one more heart container to get, but I need one more item to get it. What am I doing? I think at this moment I had forgotten where Dungeon 4 is. No, never mind. I lied to you about how many heart containers are left. There's actually 2 more left, and we're about to go and get one of them. Never mind. I know what I'm doing. Ow. That one's on me. Alright. Now we're doing a quick beach run, but that's okay. We're not actually here to grind up rupees. Having more wit will be acceptable, because there is like a few more things. Actually, no, I think there's only one more thing we gotta buy. Take anyone you want. There's a good lad. It is funny that you can attack all the old men that appear in the dungeons. Be it the ones in the caves. Nope. Your sword will just pass right through them. Your items too, and they'll just continue to stand and stare at you until you're finished doing whatever it is you're doing. Let's see, what am I going to do? Am I gonna go grab that item, or am I going to head to Dungeon 4? Besides wanting to take out that Tactite. Dodge! Ow. Alright, pass me. What are you doing? Okay, come on. Yeah, wrong place there, past me. Right direction! Right idea on what you were looking for, but... that dock there is our ultimate destination. But, we're gonna go and pay a quick visit to the secret shop again. Ow. There we go. Boy, this is really expensive. $60 for some meat? Yeesh, that's like where I live right now. Ow. Okay, that almost did not like my joke. Okay. Fair enough. Must be from where I live. Alright, so with that item in tow, we don't really need it until Dungeon 7, but might as well have it now, so that way done, out of the way. Now we're gonna head to Dungeon 4, and while Link does that, this will be the end of the part. So with that, I want to thank you all again for watching, and I'll see you all in the next part. Until then, you all take care. Bye.